Why do humans have different voices? Every single day you open your mouth and sound comes out, and without thinking, the person across from you knows exactly who you are. Not from your face, not from your clothes, just from the sound. But for 99% of human history, that voice wasn't just identity, it was survival. For over 300,000 years, your ancestors lived in a world where the wrong voice at the wrong moment meant death. So why does every human on Earth sound completely different from every other human? The answer changes everything we think we know about identity, evolution, and what the human voice was actually built to do. Look at your own voice. Scientists have measured that no two humans on Earth produce the exact same vocal frequency pattern. 8 billion people, 8 billion completely unique voices. No other animal on this planet shows this level of individual vocal variation within a single species. Wolves howl, but one wolf sounds like every other wolf. Crows call, but you cannot identify a specific crow by its voice alone. When every single member of a species carries a unique acoustic signature, you stop calling it coincidence and start looking at the blueprint. Our vocal system was not just built for communication, it was built for something much older, much deeper, something your body still runs today without you knowing it. In 2011, researchers at the University of California published findings in the journal PLOS1 that changed how scientists think about the human voice. The team, led by acoustic biologist David Potts, discovered that human voice characteristics encode biological information that the listener's brain decodes unconsciously in milliseconds. Dominance, health, fertility, ancestry, all of it compressed into sound. Then there's the work of anthropologist Joseph Jordania at the University of Melbourne. After decades studying vocal behavior across cultures and species, he proposed something that most researchers had overlooked entirely. The human voice did not evolve primarily for language. It evolved first for something far more ancient, and the structure of your larynx, your vocal cords, even the exact pitch of your voice, are all traces of that older purpose. But mainstream evolutionary biology actually has an answer for voice variation. It's called sexual selection combined with genetic drift. Different populations developed slightly different vocal anatomy over thousands of generations. Larynx position shifted, vocal cord thickness varied, resonance chambers in the skull changed shape. These differences accumulated across isolated populations the same way skin tone or facial structure did. It makes sense. It's logical. It's probably part of the story. But it doesn't explain why the human voice carries so much more individual variation than any other species on Earth, and why our brains are hardwired to extract so much invisible information from it. Go back 70,000 years. A small group of humans is moving through the dark, deep forest. No fire yet, no tools beyond sharpened stone. Predators are close. The group cannot see each other, but they can hear. At a site called Blombos Cave in South Africa, archaeologists have found evidence of early symbolic behavior dating to exactly this period. What they discovered was that these humans were not just surviving, they were coordinating in darkness and over distance in ways no other species could match. The vocal fossils, the hyoid bones found at sites across Africa and the Levant, show that the full human vocal apparatus was in place long before complex language appeared. The voice came first, language came later, and what those ancient voices were doing, researchers now believe, was something your body still does every time you speak. Your voice broadcasts your identity, your health, your emotional state, and your ancestry simultaneously. automatically, without your conscious control. Your voice is not a modern communication tool. It is at least 200,000 years old, and your body still runs that broadcast every single time you open your mouth. No species in 4 billion years of life on Earth has developed a vocal system like ours. Chimpanzees have been on this planet for 6 million years. They communicate, they have social bonds, they even have alarm calls specific to different predators. And in all that time, no two chimpanzees have developed truly unique individual voices the way every single human has. Whales sing the most complex songs in the animal kingdom, songs that travel hundreds of miles through ocean. And yet whale researchers can barely distinguish individual animals by voice alone. And then there's us. We went from coordinating hunts in darkness to symphony orchestras, from warning calls to Shakespearean theater, from grunts around a fire to podcasts heard by millions. In 70,000 years, nothing in the entire history of life on this planet has taken a single biological structure and built that much on top of it. And scientists still cannot fully agree on exactly when or why the voice crossed that line. The most honest answer science has right now is we don't fully know. We've got pieces, we don't have the full picture, and that's what keeps the question alive. Maybe the reason every human voice is unique isn't just genetics. Maybe it's a clue, because if we truly evolved here, shaped by the same pressures as every other animal, then the human voice is the strangest thing this planet has ever produced. A biological instrument so precise it can carry identity, emotion, ancestry, and meaning all at once, in a single sentence. And we still don't know exactly what it was whispering in the dark 70,000 years ago, before any of us had words for it.